Hello everyone, welcome to Sally and Bytes. Today we are diving into the topic cloud computing, the tech that powers everything around us. Imagine this. You're working on your project, everything's going great, but suddenly, your computer crashes. In a second, all your hard work, your project, photos, and videos are gone. Scary, right? This happens to a lot of people, for various reasons such as hardware failures, viruses, or overheating, but there's a simple way to keep your data safe and avoid losing it forever. It's called cloud computing. What is cloud computing? Cloud computing refers to data and applications that are stored and run on the cloud, meaning they're not on your local computer, but on powerful servers that you can access via the internet. This means the workload isn't on your device, but in the cloud. First up, let's talk about server. A server is a high-capacity computer or system that provides data, resources, and services to other computers, clients, over a network, enabling efficient management and processing of requests in various applications, such as web hosting, data storage, and enterprise solutions, which means a big software system that helps a whole company work together better by sharing information and tools. Think of it like a library filled with tons of books. Each book is a file or application that other computers can check out. When you want to access a game or a website, your device is actually reaching out to a server to get that information. Now, where do all these servers live? That's where data centers come in. A data center is a massive building that houses hundreds or even thousands of servers. It's like a big warehouse for computers. Data centers ensure that your information is safe, organized, and available whenever you need it. They keep everything running smoothly behind the scenes, so you can access your data anytime. Now, let's connect the dots to the cloud. It's not a fluffy white thing in the sky. The cloud is a term we use for online storage and services. Instead of keeping everything on your own device, the cloud stores your files and applications on the internet. Imagine it as a digital locker you can open from any device, whether it's your phone, tablet, or laptop, as long as you have internet access. Finally, we have cloud computing. This is the process of using the internet's power, through servers and data centers, to store files, run applications, and perform tasks. With cloud computing, you don't need a super powerful computer because the cloud does the heavy lifting for you. It allows you to work, play, and save things online without worrying about storage space on your device. Let's learn about the cloud storage. Cloud storage is an internet-based solution that allows you to securely store files, such as photos, documents, and videos, in a network of remote servers, commonly referred to as the cloud. How it's different from other storage. Usually, you'd save files on your computer or a USB drive, which can quickly reach their storage limits. With cloud storage, you don't have to worry about running out of space because your files are stored online. Why is cloud storage useful? If your computer or USB drive breaks, you could lose all your files. Cloud storage keeps your files safe on the internet. It frees up space. You can move files from your computer to the cloud to make space for other things. It can be accessed from anywhere. As long as you have the internet, you can get to your files from any device, like a phone or a tablet. Cloud storage services like Google Drive, Dropbox, OneDrive, and iCloud store data on secure servers that are maintained by cloud providers. These servers have built-in backups, ensuring that data is safe even if a device crashes. These cloud storage services have apps, so you can easily access your files wherever you go. Let's say you saved your school project in Google Drive, which is a popular cloud storage service. You can download the Google Drive app on your phone or tablet. When you're at school, you can open the Google Drive app to show your project to your teacher, even if you didn't bring your computer. As long as you have an internet connection, the app lets you access, edit, or share your project from any device, anywhere. Imagine cloud computing as going to a restaurant instead of cooking at home, traditional computing. If you want to make a meal at home, you need to buy all the ingredients, own the cooking tools, and clean up afterward. It takes time and effort, and you're responsible for everything. The restaurant, cloud provider, provides everything you need: food, tools, and cleanup. Pay as you go, just like paying for your meal at a restaurant. With cloud computing, you only pay for the resources you use. No maintenance hassle. The restaurant, cloud provider, takes care of setup, maintenance, and security for you. In cloud computing, you don't need to set up or manage your own servers and storage. You simply order the resources you need, like storage or computing power, from a cloud provider. The cloud provider handles all the setup, maintenance, and security of these resources, while you only pay for the resources you use, just like paying for your meal at a restaurant. Example of cloud computing: when using Gmail, we rely on Google's servers for email services instead of managing our own email servers. Cloud computing is used to deliver cloud-based services such as storage, backup, and recovery of data, delivery of software on demand, development of new applications and services, streaming videos and audio. Let's see about the cloud service providers. A cloud service provider is a business that rents out computing power over the internet. Cloud service providers offer on-demand access to computing resources, including servers, a network, and storage. Who provides these services? Since cloud computing is high in demand, many companies provide these services, like Amazon Web Services. AWS offers a range of services from storage, Amazon S3, to machine learning and computing power. Microsoft Azure, known for strong integration with Microsoft products, includes services for cloud storage, virtual machines, and more. Google Cloud Platform, GCP, provides data analytics, machine learning, and containerization services. IBM Cloud, known for hybrid cloud solutions and AI tools like IBM Watson and still more providers. Imagine you're starting an online store to sell custom t-shirts. To run your business, you will have to store and maintain a lot of data, right? Business need. You'll need to store data on your products, like t-shirt designs, prices and sizes, customer details, and order information. In traditional setup challenges, setting up your own servers to handle all this data would be costly and complex. You'd have to buy physical servers, ensure they're running 24/7, and hire IT staff to maintain them. Using cloud computing, you can use cloud service providers like Amazon Web Server AWS, Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure, or IBM Cloud, etc. These providers offer virtual servers, storage, and computing power that you can access over the internet. Benefits. You only pay for what you use, so if your business grows, you can easily increase your storage and computing power. There's no need to worry about server maintenance or upgrades. The cloud provider takes care of that. You can access your data and run your business from anywhere with an internet connection. With cloud computing, your online store can scale easily as demand grows, saving you time and money while providing a reliable, secure platform to manage your business data. Let's see the advantages of cloud computing. Backup and restore data. It's easier to take a backup and restore data on the cloud. Improved collaboration. Cloud computing makes it easier to share information with others. Excellent accessibility. Cloud allows us to access stored information anywhere, at any time in the whole world, using the internet. Low maintenance cost. Cloud computing reduces both hardware and software maintenance costs for organizations. Unlimited storage capacity. Cloud offers us a huge amount of storage capacity for storing our important data such as documents, images, audio, video, etc. in one place. Data security. Data security is one of the biggest advantages of cloud computing. Cloud offers many advanced features related to security and ensures that data is securely stored and handled. Let's see the limitations of cloud computing. Internet connectivity. As you know, in cloud computing, every piece of data, image, audio, video, etc., is stored in the cloud. We access this data through the cloud by using an internet connection. If you don't have good connectivity, you cannot access this data. We have no other way to access data in the cloud. Limited control. As we know, cloud servers are completely owned and managed by companies like Google, Amazon, etc. So the cloud users have less control over the services provided by them. Let's learn about the types of cloud computing. The types of cloud computing can be based either on a deployment model or on a delivery model. Deployment model-based cloud computing includes public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud. Meanwhile, delivery model-based cloud computing includes infrastructure as a service, IaaS, platform as a service, PaaS, and software as a service, SaaS. Let's learn about the types of deployment model. Public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud. Public cloud is like public transportation, you pay for what you use. It's open to everyone, allowing multiple users to share resources. Cost-effective, users only pay for the services or resources they consume. Resource sharing, storage and other resources are shared among users. Internet-based, services are provided over the internet by a cloud service provider. Imagine you need to store files for a project. Instead of buying your own server, like buying a car, you use Google Drive or Dropbox, similar to using a bus. You don't pay for a full server or infrastructure, you only pay for the storage you use, just as you would pay for a bus fare to reach your destination. Multiple users can access the same service, but each person pays only for what they specifically use. Private cloud is like owning a car, exclusive to one organization, not shared with the public. Control. The organization decides who can access it, providing greater security and privacy. Cost and capacity. Higher cost but offers maximum capacity and customization. Providers. Companies like Dell, Oracle, HP, and IBM offer private cloud services. It can be set up on-site or in third-party data centers, and may be managed, virtual, or hosted. Let's see an example. A large bank needs to store sensitive customer data and meet strict security requirements. Instead of using a public cloud, the bank sets up its own private cloud using IBM Cloud Private. This cloud is exclusively for the bank's operations, allowing them to control access and customize the infrastructure to meet security and compliance needs. Though it's more expensive than a public cloud, the private cloud gives the bank full control over their data and resources. Hybrid cloud is like renting a car, you get privacy and flexibility without the full cost of ownership. Hybrid cloud mixes both private and public cloud benefits, providing flexibility for different needs. Cost. Some basic features may be free, but you pay for extra services as needed. Providers. Companies like Cisco, NetApp, Google offer hybrid cloud solutions. Hybrid cloud takes best of both, combines the security of a private cloud with the scalability and cost-effectiveness of a public cloud. Let's see an example. A healthcare company needs to store sensitive patient data securely but also wants to run data analytics on larger public datasets to improve medical research. They use Google Anthos, a hybrid cloud solution, to keep patient data in a secure private cloud while using the public cloud for data analytics. This setup allows them to maintain strict security for private data while leveraging the scalability of the public cloud for research, giving them the best of both worlds. Let's learn about the delivery model of cloud computing. Let's explain it with an example. Imagine you want to bake bread from scratch. You would buy wheat from the store and then process it to make the bread. In this scenario, the infrastructure provided to you is the wheat, and you have the flexibility to choose its quality and decide how you want to process it. This is similar to IaaS, infrastructure as a service, which is a cloud computing service delivery model that delivers basic computing resources such as a network, storage, and servers over the internet. It offers users access to computing power without the responsibility of hardware maintenance. Now, let's say you decide to buy ready-made bread from the market instead. Here, you don't have as much control over the quality or the baking process, but the bread you get is standard. This is similar to PaaS, Platform as a Service, which is a cloud delivery model that delivers a pre-configured software deployment environment. It offers developers a platform where they can deploy their applications without the responsibility of infrastructure management. Finally, consider going to a bakery that offers not just bread but also a variety of dishes made from bread. Here, you don't think about baking or even buying bread, you simply access the end product directly. This is similar to SaaS, Software as a Service, which is a cloud delivery model that offers ready-to-use applications to end users as a service. It provides end-user applications over a network, usually the internet, and has a pay-as-you-go pricing model. In an on-premise model, an organization is responsible for managing and maintaining every component, including applications, data, virtualization, and middleware. However, cloud computing service models simplify this by reducing the management burden on users. Infrastructure as a Service (IaaS) provides access to basic computing infrastructure, like virtual machines and storage, commonly used by IT administrators. If an organization requires resources like storage or virtual machines, IaaS is the right model, as users only need to manage applications, data, runtime, middleware, and the operating system, while the cloud provider handles the rest. Platform as a Service (PaaS) offers cloud platforms and runtime environments for developing, testing, and managing applications. This model enables users to deploy applications without managing the underlying architecture. For organizations needing a platform to create software applications, PaaS is ideal, requiring them to manage only applications and data while the cloud provider takes care of runtime, middleware, the operating system, servers, and storage. Software as a Service (SaaS) involves cloud-hosted software applications where both software and hardware needs are met by the vendor. If an organization prefers not to handle any IT equipment, SaaS is a hassle-free option, as the cloud provider manages all aspects, allowing users to focus solely on using the software. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to Sally Ann Bites for more upcoming videos. See you in the next video.